Day 15 of Lent. Hello everybody. I hope you are all doing well this week. Today we are discussing journal entries 536 to 584 in the Diary of Saint Faustina. All right, so there are two main journal entries in this section that I wanted to discuss today for this video. So the first is in 539. Saint Faustina writes, "As God has made us sharers in his mercy, and even more than that, dispensers of that mercy, we should therefore have great love for each soul." There was something about that phrase, dispensers of mercy. And the image that comes to my mind is when you're in a bathroom somewhere and you are getting soap out and then all of a sudden it falls all over the countertop. You know what I mean? When you go to a public bathroom and you're like trying to make it nice and neat, but the dispenser just like squirts it out, especially if it is that foam stuff. Somehow it always gets all over the place. Even when I think of a Pez dispenser, as you pull the little head on the character, usually, the little Pez comes out and then there's just another one and another one and another one. And when I think of that with mercy, I'm just imagining that those little Pez's are mercy, but endless, like the endless ultimate Pez dispenser of mercy. But when it comes to us, just that repetitive nature of mercy, because we can extend mercy and kindness and forgiveness to others, but sometimes after a while it's like, well, I've forgiven them enough, or I've been kind enough to them. But God's mercy is divine, it's endless, and when we extend mercy like that to other people, it's an incredible thing. Okay, next is in journal entry 549, and St. Faustina is talking about the nuns working in the convent, and she says, "Each one should be glad when she is given some work which is humbling or which goes against her nature, as that will greatly help her interior formation." And then goes on to say, "The superior will often change the sister's duties and in this way help them to detach themselves completely from the little details to which women have a great attachment." As we've talked about in previous videos, it is so cool how, despite the fact that Saint Faustina is a nun, she has these experiences that can relate so much to us in other vocations, especially for me as a mother. And this is so great, especially the part where it says, "Each one should be glad when she is given some work which is humbling or which goes against her nature." This can be taken probably in different ways. For me, one of my biggest homemaking mom life struggles is food. I have such a hard time managing food, making food. I'm good at making food when I do make it, but I have a difficult time just managing the whole thing, making sure all the meals are covered every week and preparing them. For me, I don't even think about food until I'm already very hungry, which makes it hard when everybody's hungry and ready to eat, and now I'm just about to start making something. So I've learned to do it earlier and to prepare in advance, but it is one of my greatest challenges when it comes to homemaking, if you will. It goes against my nature, and sometimes I want to resist it because it's not comfortable for me, it's not fun for me, I really don't enjoy it, it's tiring, it's exhausting. I love, when I make something because I think it tastes good when it's homemade, but just the process wears me out quite a bit. But I am reminded through this that struggle that I have, as I push through it, it will greatly help my interior formation. And since reading this, I've been thinking about that in a deeper way, and I would encourage you to do the same thing. If you find that in your daily life there are certain tasks that you have to do but you feel don't come naturally to you, so you fight them or avoid them, maybe think of it as, how is this building up my interior formation? And sometimes it's not even necessarily going to be the very act of meal planning or cleaning bathrooms, whatever your thing is, but it's the reliance on God to get you through it, the perseverance, even when it's difficult. That is so big. Continuing on, pushing through, even when it's hard. That will ultimately help us internally. So that's something that I'm going to be reflecting on quite a bit now, because it's such a great reminder that every little bit of our lives, every bit of our suffering, even if it's not a terrible pain, it's just a small annoyance, that is sanctifying us, making us holy, making our interior self stronger and more formed. All right, well, that's all I have for today. Hopefully this gave you a few things to think about. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's vLENT video. Bye.